Hello, my name is Omayra Andino, and I am your village trustee right here in Tuckahoe. And I'm coming to you to talk to you about a letter that was distributed across our community by the Republican committee here in Tuckahoe. But I want to give you some context first. When I first ran for office in 2018, Danny Lang distributed a community-wide letter laced with racist, misogynist innuendos and outright lies. I called him out then, and I'm going to call him out now. It seems that he and his Republican allies have only one move in their Trumpian playbook: inciting fear mongering, lies, and hate. In this recent letter, they accuse fellow village trustee Renee Howell, my running mate Kara Cronin, and myself with being anti police and not caring about the residents' safety. And nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, it's irresponsible and reckless that they would put out such lies and propaganda. So I want to give you some facts. First, Trustee Howell and I worked alongside the Chief of Police for the duration of our time in office. We have openly shown support for our police department. This is proven by our vote in favor of the police department's budget, despite the claims that we want to defund the police. Further, when needed bail reform was passed, what did Trustee Howell and I do? We contacted our elected officials in Albany and asked them if they would come and sit with the entire board and the chief of police so that we could voice our collective and individual concerns regarding key components of the amendments. I believe there's a time to campaign and then there's a time to govern. The Republicans act as if they're campaigning at all times. They're not looking for solutions when the solutions are available. They're looking to smear and to slander so that they can gain political points. While Trustees Howell and I invited our elected officials in Albany to come and hear the concerns that the chief voiced, our counterparts on the board, Trustees Danny Lang and Gina Lee, they listened to their Republican puppeteers, whom they blindly follow, and began the spread of propaganda to incite and divide. Senator Shelley Mayer and Assemblywoman Amy Paulin, they went back in good faith to those who make the decisions about these laws, and they advocated for the changes. Senator Mayer took it a step further and returned to our village board meeting in April, and she reported on the changes that were made. What did our Republican colleagues on the board do? They collectively wrote an email to both the senator and assemblywoman, accusing them of never coming back to report on any changes to bail reform. An update that Senator Mayer had already come back to report on 4 months prior during a public recorded village board meeting, a meeting every single board member was present for. Were they not paying attention at this meeting? Or do they just intentionally spread propaganda for their own political agenda with the hopes that no one's paying attention or fact-checking? Tuckahoe deserves serious, thoughtful leaders at the helm. Leaders who will look to find solutions and leaders who will be honest with residents. Your vote matters. My friends and my neighbors, I ask you to choose carefully on September 15th. Choose leaders who will govern with integrity and be honest with you. Choose leaders who are willing to reach across party lines to help find solutions for the residents. And leaders who will always have your best interests at heart and not just be political hacks. I believe that Trustee Howell and I have worked in good faith with the entire board. Do we always agree, she and I? No. And that's a good thing, because we shouldn't aspire to always agree, because it's in having different opinions where you can find the best outcome for the village. I can honestly also say that in my conversations and in the time that I have come to get to know Kara Cronin, that she too has the same aspirations to work collaboratively with whomever we are charged to work with. I wouldn't agree to run with her if I didn't believe that. And so I asked that on September 15th, that you decide who your elected officials should be based on their character, their courage, and their commitment to the village. Thank you.